Truck drivers are idiots. That's why they drive trucks. Any fool can drive a truck.
So we about to get into this right quick. But before we do, drivers, before we get into this, I just got to say this thing right here. I saw this comment, and it was in the video that I just did about the truck driver that had issues at the TA. It didn't have no context, no experience, just total disrespect, drivers. Now, I didn't plan on responding to it, but the comment just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. See, this comment just didn't hit this one driver that was in the video. They kind of aimed the comment at all of us out here. So today, drivers, we're going to talk about the mindset of where this comment came from, why it's wrong, and why people who usually say this can't handle the job that they're mocking. See, listen, it's not about me being offended. You can comment all you want. You're more than welcome to it. But I'm just here to set the record straight about it. Let's talk about it.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
So drivers, listen, I came across this comment up under the video that I just mentioned. It was about the truck driver that was having issues at the TA. I talked about the situation already, so go and check out that video. But this comment just stuck out because I see comments like this literally all the time. Now, again, I wasn't going to respond, but it got me to thinking because comments like this isn't rare. It keeps popping up everywhere, not just in my comment section, but it pops up in Facebook groups, definitely all through TikTok. But I'm just here to clear something, right? So I'm going to be crystal clear, right? The truck driver in that original video wasn't handling things the right way. But I wouldn't call him an idiot, though. I would say he probably fully didn't understand the gravitation of the situation that he was in. He escalated something that really didn't need to be escalated. And all he had to do was just leave when he was told to. But again, once the cops got involved, the tone of the situation changed. The way the officer approached it changed the entire outlook for that driver. But even then, I'm still not going to label him an idiot, though. But what bothered me about this comment was it wasn't just aimed at him. It was aimed at all of us truck drivers.
Hold on.
Truck drivers are idiots. That's why they drive trucks. Any fool can drive a truck.
Now, listen, drivers, I won't disagree that a lot of people can physically drive a truck, but it takes a specific kind of person to actually do this job day in and day out. And I would say that a fool usually isn't one of them. See, this is the kind of work that you had to experience firsthand. If you haven't, then you really don't understand what a truck driver deals with on a daily basis. See, this comment, like every other disrespectful comment that be in the comment sections of all videos, it just felt like another backhanded insult from someone behind a blank YouTube profile. You got your name, George, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Anybody can make a YouTube name and drop a comment because you have to make a YouTube page in order to comment on our videos anyway. Maybe that's your real name, maybe it isn't, but either way, the comment came from your little Twitter fingers. And that's fine, George. People are allowed to share their opinions, but I want to be absolutely clear about something. Truck drivers hears this kind of stuff daily, constantly, online, all the time. They hear it from people who wouldn't even last a single minute in a truck. See, these are often the same people who complain about truck drivers on the road. And I'll say this too, right? The trucking community has its own problems. We get cut off by cars. We get cut off by other truck drivers who should know better. They know that we need the space, but yet they still jump right in front of you anyway. We deal with that from all sides. So instead of brushing this comment off, I said to myself, let me slow down and respond to it properly. Because calling truck drivers idiots is just lazy thinking and beyond disrespectful, in my opinion. It's the kind of thing that people say when they never have done the job, never studied the rules, never carried the responsibility, but feel comfortable with their little Twitter fingers over here judging about something they don't know nothing about. So drivers, listen, driving a truck isn't just about driving a truck. It's about managing heavy traffic filled with distracted drivers every day. It's reading the road signs, understanding grades, watching weather changes, tracking road conditions, paying attention to wind advisories. It's about backing in the dots that was designed decades ago for equipment that no longer exists. It's operating with zero margin for error out here. See, drivers, one mistake, that doesn't mean a scratch or a dent. It means it's a lawsuit. It means injuries. It means somebody can actually lose a life out here. Saying a fool can do this shows a complete lack of understanding and a complete lack of respect, bro. See, truck drivers have to keep up with the regulations that change constantly. Hours of service rules, DOT inspections, ELD compliances, bro, weight limits, hazmat regulations, state-by-state enforcement differences, man, the list just goes on and on and on. If you think an idiot can manage that up under pressure, you're lying to yourself, bro. And on top of that, drivers handles logistics in real time, bro. Route changes, lane closures, road closures, late loads, closed shippers and receivers, mechanical breakdowns, weather shutdowns, the games dispatchers and brokers play. And all through it all, drivers still get blamed for things that's not in their control. Think about that. See, here's something that people don't want to hear, right? A lot of truck drivers are smarter than the people that's mocking them. They just chose a job where intelligence doesn't sit behind a desk wearing a suit, bruh. We just chose this life. This life is not for everybody, and not everybody can live this type of trucker lifestyle. But let's talk about the respect, though, or the lack thereof, right? It's a known fact that us truck drivers say this moniker all the time. But I'm going to tell it to you again so that you can understand how you, George, benefit from us being out here sacrificing our lives for you. See, truck drivers deliver the food you eat, right? The medicine that keeps you alive. A truck driver brought that, bro. The fuel in your car that you need to get back and forth to work. A truck driver brought that. The phone, right? The phone that you type that comment on, right? The same phone came from overseas, then to a port, then to a distribution center. And guess who moved that, bro? A truck driver. And then from there, a smaller delivery trucks took it to the store. But listen, though, none of that would have been possible without us, the truck drivers. Now, listen, I get it. There are idiots in every industry, bro, not just trucking. But saying all truck drivers are idiots, that's just ignorance right there. See, you don't have to like the job, right? You don't have to like us, right? But disrespecting the people who keep America and everything else moving says more about you than it does about them. See, that comment didn't insult the drivers. It just exposed how little thought went into forming that opinion that came into your mind and came out on your little Twitter fingers to come into my comment section. I'm just saying. So listen, driver, people who say things like this usually fall in one category, right? They can't handle the job physically, mentally, or emotionally. So what they do, drivers, they reduce to insults. Let me break it down for you, George. Trucking humbles you fast. It strips away your ego. It punishes the mistakes you make. And it doesn't even care about your opinions. Anyone who thinks any fool can drive a truck has never been responsible for something bigger than themselves. Listen, truck drivers aren't idiots, bro. We're professional drivers operating in a system that rarely respects us. And that right there is the truth.